Hey, and welcome. Dr. Tim and Dr. Casey here, and we're talking today real quick about defense patterns. Before we jump into those, what comes to mind for you, Casey, when you hear the word defense?
Yeah, so everyone talks about being defensive or someone else is being defensive. And what we know is that we are hardwired to protect ourselves both physically and psychologically. And so when someone is being defensive, and we all get there, what we are doing is really protecting ourselves against some type of perceived threat. So it's really a state of self-protection. And what we know from the research in personality is that you can kind of know how someone might tend to do that. Is that right?
Yeah. Actually, what the research shows is that two personality factors in particular play a big role in what kind of defense pattern we show. So the first pattern we look at, or the first factor we look at, is what's called openness to experience. And that really looks at how much a person or an individual is paying attention to and receptive to their whole outside world and whole outside experience. And so people high on openness to experience, they can think about or take the perspective of other people or think about things in different ways. And that's really helpful in kind of not being defensive, maybe. The other factor that's part of this is emotionality or neuroticism. And that's really also about information, but about the emotional information. So how attuned am I to my own emotional experience? And if I'm really high on emotionality, I have a lot of them and I feel that they're very big. And one thing in particular with it is that I feel that that emotion that I'm experiencing now is going to last a lot longer than it actually will. So these two factors sort of combine with each other to come up with four primary defense patterns or styles that we see. And in our desk reference, we get into real detail about what each of the patterns are. But you can understand or imagine high openness to experience with low neuroticism or emotionality might lead to someone who's able to intellectualize an issue but maybe not connect to it emotionally, and so on. So it's really about how those two factors combine with one another. So to figure out your defense pattern and the defense pattern of people you work with, go ahead and look at the desk reference to see more.
Very good.
Thank you.